Welcome back, everyone, to the world of horror. A Junji Ito and H.P. Lovecraft-inspired DOS-style game that we haven't played in a little bit. We're going to choose a random character with a random backstory so we can get horribly, horribly mangled. We'll keep the difficulty on Cultist. If you don't know what this game is, it is quite creepy, quite interesting. We have to choose an old god to be the primary antagonist of our adventure. We're going to choose Cthulhu the Dreaming. The gargantuan body of Cthulhu lies submerged within a sunken city, where its boundless reveries sow turmoil and insanity. When the stars are right, Cthulhu will awaken once more and the nightmare shall begin. Oh yes, losing reason raises doom. We also have Knight Errant, where we have to get the best ending we can for each sub-mystery. We have a Scalpel, which is quite good early on, and an inspiring novel, +2 damage until the end of the mystery. Interesting. Any other interesting things? Lower Doom by 2% at the end of the mystery because perhaps it's just a dream. Mimi's Obsession, -20% max reason, which hurts. Going down from 17 to 13. Cthulhu. Ooh, perhaps we are all just a dream. I guess we'll have to find out. Welcome back, everyone, to the world of horror. It's been a minute. Ooh, open that door and you may get library notes. You may get an empty bottle, which we'll use to fill up. And then use a nice bath to get some experience. We can also go in here, in our closet, open up this little ribbit, and we get some money. Very, very helpful. Very helpful indeed. Put on a different outfit, if we so choose. Take a peek. What was that? Probably just my imagination. Probably. I'm gonna watch the TV. More and more people are showing up in the downtown area with their throats slashed. That's interesting. Gruesome, but interesting. Now we have to complete one of these 5 mysteries. Tragic tale, horrible history, alarming account, eerie episode, and sorrowful saga. We must complete 5 of them. Now we do have some modded ones, but I'm still testing them out, trying to keep them from crashing the game every 5 seconds. So, don't worry about me. Let's do Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors. It began with one fisherman who dragged something truly awful from the belly of the ocean, a dark writhing ooze that mesmerized him beyond control. He hid himself away, adoring it, when a young girl spotted his boat drifting away, a single lantern swinging at the helm, and the fisherman singing eerily to his catch. More and more fishermen have begun to find the vile ooze in their nets. Soon the ocean will have taken them all. Something from the ocean is being dredged up, and the fishermen, it seems, are its victims. Its prey. Now we have to discard 2 item cards to get complete this quest, so we're going to prepare. It'll cost us some doom, but we'll get an anatomy book, which we will discard. And then we are going to discard our bottle of water. You find a huge pile of nets and hooks and prepared for the big hunt. You quickly throw them into the ocean. Maybe that'll stop them from sailing out. Let's see what we got. We got the school nurse, illegal den, cause doom to enter. We can also go to the witch's tree, but at what cost? Let's go to the illegal den and see what we can get. Some cigarettes, a cursed cartridge, thrown items deal extra damage, a bandage. That would actually be very helpful for us right now. We had the money for it, so I would like it. You start your investigation hoping to overhear some rumors at the fish market. If you are unfamiliar with World of Horror, it is heavily inspired by the works of Junji Ito and H.P. Lovecraft. About outer gods, elder gods, and the like, awakening to destroy our pitiful little perception of reality, if not all of reality itself. It's going to be fun. Let's help our friend. Strength check failure. We sprained our ankle. Nothing serious, but we have a problem walking for a few days. Although you braved the stench for hours, you gleaned nothing besides the fact the fisherman had a wife. Perhaps you should pay her a visit. Perhaps indeed. So we investigate the next area, hoping to find whoever's next. The investigation is starting to take a toll on your health. You feel like you're about to fall asleep standing up. Buy a coffee. We have the money for it. It's a nice pick-me-up. We don't really have the money for it anymore. We're going to travel to the schoolyard and attempt to get people to join us. We can share a creepy story. Don't know any good stories to share, so we got +1 luck and +1 strength from having these people with us. Hikaru and Kaidi. Kaidi? I don't know. We can talk to them. They have little to say, though. They just look around and are like, huh, interesting. When you arrive at the fisherman's house, which is a fucking manor, it stands long vacated. Peering in through the dusty window, you recoil in shock. Ooh, what have we found? What evil awaits for us? A wooden trap door catches your attention in an odd section of the hallway. You hear an odd groaning from underneath it. Open it. Luck check success. You carefully pry the trap door open, only to discover a small pit with something inside it. What luck? A funny mask. +1 stamina, a reason at the beginning of a combat encounter. It's cursed, however. Let's wear it. Oh, we look lovely. The fisherman's wife lies in the kitchen, mutilated and covered with black marks. What evil has occurred in this place? Investigation can wait. We have no time for it. -3% doom, as inviting as it may be, you have more important things to do. Surely someone else must have caught one of these. You look around, hoping to spot one of them. Somewhere in the seaside, surely someone must have caught one of these things. The military exercise makes you feel safer, but are guns enough to stop the unspeakable horrors lurking out there? You hope so. The young man has glassy... Okay, this item is continually flashing and it's annoying me. The young man has glassy eyes and mumbles his replies as he caresses his catch. The beating movements of his arms disturb you. Continue searching the seaside. Uh-oh, you're stopped by 2 men asking you to borrow some money. But these men looks a little different. Mr. Pachinko and Mr. Coin. All these people do a large amount of damage. Everyone has something to sell. Now it's going to be them next. So we can attack Mr. Coin, I think. They're going to harm us quite a lot on this one. Attack with your weapon. Everyone has something to sell. This is early on. So we're going to take a lot of damage here. We could potentially defeat him in one go. Potentially. Do like that and hope. We have defeated Mr. Coin. All that is left is Mr. Pachinko. I say we keep fighting. And winning, perhaps. Let's see what we get in return for defeating Mr. Pachinko and Mr. Coin. We have taken quite a bit of damage there. What we get for our trouble, painkillers. Addictive, huh? Sell them. We don't need them. We don't need them. No, no, no. We don't want to get addicted. Not yet. What we can do is rest up. It'll cost us some doom. But we've healed quite nicely. Quite nicely indeed. We defeated Mr. Pachinko and Mr. Coin, which is rather nice that we got through that pretty much unharmed. There's something about an organized fishing trip on its way. Step onto the pier and stare out into the dark horizon. Just like that old fisherman said. A few minutes after midnight, start to hear some women singing in the distance. Try to understand the voices. Charisma check success. You attempt to recognize the language of the song. It is almost comprehensible, but in a dialect you can't really grasp. Are those humans singing, or is there something more alien lurking out on the sea? We got some experience for that. You slip out at night and race towards the beach, terrified of what comes next. The full moon shines bright in the cloudless night sky. The ink-black ocean waves glimmer eerily. All the residents have drawn their shutters tight and locked their doors. Your footsteps are silent in the sand. The only audible sounds are your ragged breathing and pounding heartbeat. You arrive at the water's edge, breathless. The possessed fishermen's boats fill the horizon with their light. Tiny yellow spots navigating across a dark ocean under a dark sky. It's not the sailors. The black beings must have left their bodies, shocked. You watch them sail their way out of the harbor. You're terrified at their power, but relieved they did not drag their meat puppets with them. The black beings never returned, yet mothers would not let their children play on the beach. Over time, people forgot the last time they saw a boat out on the waves. Sorrowful Saga of the Moonlight Sailors, Ending A. We did it. We got the A ending, which is very, very nice. We got a thorough investigation, and there's still hope. And time passes, but the old god stirs. Roads leading out of town were closed by the police. You'll have to find a new way out. Makes things a lot more difficult to go to the village, the mansion, and the forest. Takes more time, which is unfortunate for us. Let's take a bath. We need some stamina. Hot water. Very nice. Getting that maximum back up. See what's on TV? Once a year, a ramen shop appears where there was once an alleyway. The ramen sold inside is made from its former patrons, but can cure any health problems. Not really sure that should be on the news, but what do I know? Once again, there was something there. Probably just my imagination. Probably. Let's switch out to, where this? Pop culture. It's a nice little one. And then just continue. Tragic tale. Eerie episode. Eerie episode, perhaps alarming account. Let's do eerie episode of evolving eels. While returning to your home, someone suddenly bumps into you. Did you know? You turn around, it's your friend living in the same apartment complex. Kana. That weird dude is back. You know, the one who studies fish. You shrug, opening the door. Kana follows and immediately enters the kitchen. A while later, they return with 2 cans of soda. Aren't you curious? What weird fish did he bring this time? They grin. So we have Kana with us. We take 1 less damage from attacks during combat encounters. We need to investigate the seaside location twice to complete the quest. Will you check it out with me? He will surely recognize me if I try to do it myself. Please? Wonder what weird fish did he find this time? So we go to the seaside. We investigate twice, and we get the next, or at least we get a clue to the next one. Talk them out of it. I can't allow someone to commit suicide on my watch. After a long conversation, they hand you the knife. Thank you. A ritual dagger. So its speed is better, but its chance to hit is worse. What is the scalpel's chance to hit? 65 compared to 60. Speed is 80 compared to 75. Damage is the same. Let's do it. Let's do it, and then we will sell the scalpel. Excusez-moi. So, we need to investigate the seaside one more time. Crabs are feasting on a bloated corpse, carried to the beach by waves. Escape. No reason to see the corpse, no reason to see the crabs. Best to tell the authorities and leave. You may be going crazy, but you swear something is watching you from the sea. Let's investigate the apartments. We have a full squad now. Despite your best efforts, you feel like the neighborhood is starting to change. So the threat level is increased. That's bad. Dude's working at school, right? We could break into his office. What do you mean we shouldn't? This is a bad idea, but all we have is bad ideas. What is this? That hurt our reason quite badly. That was terrifying. A creepy being from beyond the grave, perhaps? Or some kind of eldritch abomination from other worlds. Have you ever seen an eel like this? It's so freaky. Don't you have a feeling it's watching us? How can they just hold it like that? Excuse me, do you have a moment to talk about our real Lord and Savior? The day of reckoning is coming. It's a voice on the other end of the line. Definitely don't like the way the man on the other side of the line puts an accent on real. Hang up immediately. -1 reason. How many people did that odd man call today? I'm having problems speaking. I've seen him burning some notes behind our apartment building. Let's go check it out. Is this eel even alive? We're gonna rest one more time, get our stamina and reason back up. Even though it costs us some doom, we're actually good on doom right now. I'm okay with it. Very okay with it. Finally, the photos that your friend has promised to send you have arrived by mail. There's almost a dozen of them, each one disturbing and creepy in its own way. Do some research. Knowledge check success. You compare the things on the photos with the illustrations in occult books and quickly get a few matches, allowing you to learn a lot about local folklore in the process. Kana was right, someone tried to burn some papers. So, we level up, but we can also check out these legends. Prefecture eels tell of a small village of robbers who would kill all visitors and dump their corpses into a lake full of eels. Eels of the prefecture would lay their eggs inside humans. So at least that's my take on what the burnt notes would say. We're going to store them. Now, we can get leadership, art knowledge. Taking damage in combat grants a small experience boost. Let's do that with fast learner. And then we also increase our knowledge to increase our combat capability. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That's so weird your neighbor really was into eels, it seems. You begin to wonder if spying your neighbor was a good idea to begin with. Probably not, but it's a bit late to, It's a bit late now. Sudden piercing pain in your mouth forces you to call a dentist hoping to set up an emergency appointment. We're just about to close for today, but if it's really urgent, the doctor can take care of it over the phone. Can you please put the receiver in your mouth? This is ridiculous. Is this some kind of joke? You hang up, and your utter indignation actually manages to take your mind off the aching tooth for a moment before the pain comes back twice as strong. There must be something more we can learn. I'll try to break into his apartment tomorrow morning. I wonder what he's hiding in there. You shrug noncommittally. You just wish you could throw this damn jar into the trash. Oh yeah, me too. The line between your dreams and reality has blurred beyond recognition, and you can't tell what's real anymore. As you struggle to hold on to your sanity, a sense of panic takes hold. The world around you starts to warp and distort, and you can feel yourself slipping further and further away from reality. Let the dimensional voyeur devour you? Cthulhu Futagan? Or perhaps we fight this feeling. Perception check, success. This can't be happening. You open your eyes, half expecting to find yourself in the grip of a nightmare, but everything seems normal. Too normal. Think about how stupid it is of Kana to try and break into your neighbor's apartment and you go to sleep. Spend an entire day waiting for them, but where the hell are they? They're gone. No longer have them as a party member. Getting access to the student database would certainly speed up your investigation, but the receptionist would never allow it. If only there was a way to make her go away for a while. Talk to her. Our charisma check failed. It was a waste of time. We have really good charisma, so I'm kind of surprised on that one. Kana has been missing since yesterday, but decided to check out the neighbor's apartment. Yourself. Check the bathroom. Check the bedroom. The swollen body of your neighbor is rotting away inside putrid, murky water. Both his eyes are missing, with countless tiny blood trails leading from them in all directions. I found the neighbor, but when his eye burst, I slipped on the blood and lost consciousness. I'm afraid there's something in my own eye now, too. We have no choice. We must puncture their eye. Ooh, you might want to look away from this one. Ooh, tiny eels in every direction escape the eye. Will Kana even survive the blood loss? You rush to the hospital with Kana getting a lot of attention from horrified people. Friend is taken immediately to the operating theater and you collapse on a chair in the waiting area. Wake up, dude. You've been sleeping for over 3 hours. Groggily open your eyes to see your friend. Kana is wearing an eye patch. Not so pretty anymore, eh? I couldn't exactly tell the doctors the truth about what happened, and I'm pretty sure I won't be winking with my left eye anytime soon. But thank you for saving my life. You're still processing the events of the previous night. Corpse-eating eels that lay their eggs and eyes. Sitting with your friend Kana before your apartment building, you watch the police officers emptying out your neighbor's place. Eerie episode of Evolving Eels. Ending A. Now, as a reward, we get the old god stirring. What? I'd have sworn it was Monday, not Tuesday, right? I think that just increases doom. Yep, plus 5% doom. However, we now get Kana with us, and we receive -1 damage. Very, very, very good. Ooh, things are perhaps looking up for us. Let's take a bath, get some extra reason back, and let us continue. There is so much more evil to be had. We'll be our nurse outfit, the standard outfit. Oh yes, anything outside? Someone is standing, watching our door. The TV host is gutting a big octopus. At least that's what she claims. But there are way too many tentacles. Let's see. What should we do next? Horrible history of household hell? Alarming account? Tragic tale, perhaps? Let's do horrible history of household hell and get some music going. Ooh. There are many old mansions around this town. Ooh Manor is one of them. Supposedly haunted by a family of 4 who disappeared without a trace one summer. But is it the only tragic event that took place there? Friends you've talked with are not sure where the mansion itself is located. You have to find the mansion first. A trip to the library may shed some light on it. Need to investigate the seaside twice once more in order to get, you can't shake the feeling that those small dock buildings hide some terrible secrets. To get the extra ending, of course, investigate the seaside twice. I just investigated the school on accident. Look for a first aid kit. Knowledge check failure. I accidentally investigated the wrong location, which is kind of unfortunate because that will take away from my time. Following a barking sound, you find yourself on a beach surrounded by rocks. That is no dog. Goblin seal. We simply just whack the shit out of it. Stab, 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 stab. Ooh, did lots of damage that time. Let us see if we can't finish it off. Boom. Took it down and got some reason back, it looks like. We got the architect's journal. One house owner, however, decided to make use of the cave tunnel. It's a natural concert hall, he claims. We can store that. Shiokawa Herald. An article covers a group of scientists from Tokyo. They were exploring and mapping weird cave formations found in the cliffs. Search of the missing team of scientists continues. The only clue so far is a code written on a cavern wall. 414 Hertz. Interesting. Building was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. We're actually going to read the inspiring novel. Copy the mansion's photo from the newspaper and prepare to leave. Now let me see. Is there anything we can get? Hardware shop. Heavy duty flashlight. That is what I want. And it costs 3 funds. Nice. So it is a knowledge weapon, and it counts as a light source, which is what we need. It is slower, but its chance to hit is higher. I actually do want to use it over the ritual dagger, which I will sell. And then I will store the Shiokawa Herald. 414 Hertz. Now there's a very good reason I want the flashlight. The building was supposed to be somewhere near the cliffs. You copy the mansion's photo from the newspaper and prepare to leave. Oh yes. We're in a good spot. Stop right there. You won't destroy my life's work. Obsessed, man. So we have a 50% chance to hit. We do pretty good damage here. So what we can do is prepare to hit. And then increase our chance to hit with the second attack. Boom! Batter him with the heavy-duty flashlight. Begone, fool. Comparing different mansions with the sketch, you finally find the one. There's only one problem. You'll need a strong rope to enter the mansion through the high window. So let's go to the seaside, of course. That's how we find it. We're walking down the street. Everything's fine. There's absolutely nothing strange happening, nothing at all. Continue walking. You didn't see anything. Make it through the window. This is the abandoned mansion your friends have talked about. Let's explore it. We have everyone with us. You felt drawn to this particular room for quite a while. Sit and play. Charisma check failure. You struggle but are overpowered by this eldritch influence. The melody you play sends chills down your spine. You heard a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find a key. We must indeed find a key. The stories you heard were true. Here it is, the Heart of Darkness on the altar of jewels within the House of Sacred Remains. The stories mention that those praying to the heart will receive a great boon. Pray to the heart. You kneel before the heart and pray to it, uttering words that you've never heard before. When the eldritch whispers suddenly fill your head, you realize that the heart has answered your plea. We've gained Traumatized, which of course is added with Mimi's obsession. But we also lost a little bit of Doom. Hoping for a little bit more than that, but sure, why not? We're going to be gaining a lot of that Doom back right now. Uh-oh. Dr. Kasuke. All I know is I must drill a demented dentist. Don't know why the image isn't popping up, but here we are. So let me see. 14 is HP. We're going to try this. Okay. Boom. Hit. Hit. Awesome. We got really lucky there. Resolve combat. Beat down the demented dentist. Anatomy class. Extra damage against human enemies. +1 charisma or +1 luck. Let's get our luck really high. Outdoorsman and luck. You hear a weird noise coming from the locked study. You must find a key. Hide in the wardrobe. You prepare to leave when you hear this curious sound. It's like something big is running around the corridor. The moment you hide inside the wardrobe, you hear something barge into the room. The air turns icy cold as it walks around the room, breathing heavily. Wooden panels cracking under its weight. After a long time, you hear it leave the bedroom. You breathe a sigh of relief. You are safe. For now. Whatever it was is still inside the manor, I'm sure. Look for a way out. Luck check success. That's why we get our luck higher. This must be the place where the key is. Ooh. Fight this feeling. Charisma check failure. You don't have the strength. Blinding light is growing larger and larger. Lost in time and space, you drift in nothingness until something pulls you towards the light. A parasitic star is looming over the dying civilization. This is the fate of our planet as well. Enter the destroyed temple. You find a keepsake. There's a humanoid skeleton wearing ruined armor. Its weapon looks strangely familiar. The katana. One of the best weapons in the game. However, our dex isn't particularly good, but we're going to hold on to it right now. One of the best weapons in the game, 100%, but our dex is terrible. Absolutely terrible. Its speed is way worse, but its chance to hit base is not bad. We will hold on to the flashlight a little bit longer for a very good reason. You're unsure what to expect. The sturdy door to the study opens with a creak. The dark, dusty room is empty, but something feels wrong. A faint draft, perhaps. Move the rotten carpet aside to reveal a secret passageway cut directly into the cliff rock. Explore some more. That is why we wanted the flashlight. Following a strange song, you discover a hidden passage that leads you to an underground chamber connected to the sea. You can't find the source of the sounds, but then it hits you. The acoustics of this place make the waves sound like the most beautiful serenade. Mesmerized, you step closer to the stone altar. Explore some more. Yep. You follow a widening corridor until you stumble upon something really strange. Someone has set up a series of vintage-looking speakers, all connected to a single unit. 414. You can change. Return to the main corridor. As you move closer to the stone altar, you scream in terror. You're not the only one charmed by the sounds. To your horror, you notice the sound has awakened something else. The inner coil. It increases our doom. We have no chance to attack something so massive. We could sacrifice our ally and attempt to appease, or run from the horrible beast like a coward. What choice do we have? Run. Otaru. We cannot fight such a beast. Almost tripping over the countless human bones, you decide to run from the cave. The haunting melody continues to follow you as Otaru begins its reign of terror in the waters surrounding Shiokawa. We got a penalty for that, because we only got ending B. Awakening Otaru almost made you share their fate. You decide to run, afraid of the dire consequences. The inner coil always snares its prey, and right now the fisherman looks so tasty. Horrible history of household hell. Ending B. The old god stirs. The whole town has stopped receiving any outside signal. So now, whenever we look at the television, there's nothing. Can't get any signal. Now we have the katana. We can wield it. Sell the heavy-duty flashlight. If we need the bandage, we have it. Doom has increased to 69%. Heh, nice. We will take a bath. We're at max for just about everything, so we'll get an experience boost. And there is still something lurking right outside. We're getting closer and closer to the end of this journey. Alarming account or tragic tale? Let us do tragic tale. 2B used to be one of the most outstanding classes in the school, at least before their teacher's disappearance. Her replacement glides through the school, entrancing all those around her with her soft voice and calming, emotionless eyes. Now she stands at the front of the class, scribbling occult symbols in shock and hissing legends about the old gods. The children no longer play, but sit in their seats until dark, chanting along, learning of their eldritch masters and preparing in case to serve them. Following a rumor, you visit the house of a schoolgirl who acted really strange in class. The girl's parents sit crying in the living room and fearfully point you upstairs. We need to investigate downtown twice. Now we have the katana. We're rather powerful. The return of an old spectacle, King Crimson, to Shiokawa in a few days. Ask them a few questions. An old man whispers to you. I bet it's going to end just like in 1965. Performance is cursed. The old man leaves hurriedly before you can ask him what exactly happened 20 years ago. Continue to investigate downtown. See what we can find. Pleasantly surprised to meet your old friend while waiting for a train. She's undoubtedly changed a lot since your last seen her. These days she's moderating a web forum dedicated to the paranormal. Invite her for a coffee. In between conspiracy theories and Bigfoot sightings, you hear a worrying rumor about an old god slowly awakening to rule the earth once more. Could this be the reason for recent horrific events? You get a better view of the class. Weird schematics of some portal drawn on the blackboard could help in the future. Continue to investigate the apartments. Passing by a faulty elevator, its doors suddenly open. Noticing a weird tall woman standing in the darkness. Do you live here? I've never seen you. Cyclops neighbor. I'm not sure what or who you've ever seen, my good sir. 9 damage and 80% chance to hit. Let's see, we can actually upgrade both of those. Ooh, we did a lot of extra damage there, and then we will prepare an attack and cut them down. Very nice. Leadership, anatomy class, or first aid. Let's do first aid to get ourselves some reason back, and then we will increase our dexterity to help with the blade. While you were trying to survive demonic beasts and eldritch abominations, I studied the blade. She sits in her bedroom in a bloodstained uniform, a dead rat lying in her hands. Asked why she killed it? She just grins. Evil affects this town, and we must be the ones to stop it. Back out. Maybe a little sweaty, but there's no chance you'll risk entering this weird bathtub. Another lead. The former teacher of the class may prove useful. Knocking at their door, however, gets you no answer. Just subtle chittering behind the door. Something evil is afoot, and we must stop it. You stumbled upon a forgotten bookstore in a small alley. The interior is cluttered with dusty old tomes, edible bones, weird vials, and stuffed exotic animals you don't even recognize. Can we sell the bandage for a little bit of money? Could buy a spell. No. Sorry, just looking. Take your time and see you soon. A little boy from the school has been attacked by his classmates. Now that's interesting. Tragic, but interesting. Let us go and see if we cannot. Set the trash in. Let her sleep. Doom increases, but the threat level decreases as well. You find him in the hospital covered in bites. Just what is with this whole summoning that he spoke of in between sobs? Something evil is truly afoot in this place. A horrifying scream pierces through the door. The kid next to you pulls at his mother's sleeve. Behave yourself and the doctor will give you candy after the procedure. The receptionist rolls her eyes and sips her coffee undisturbed. Wait patiently. The agonizing screams subside, and a few minutes later, the door opens, the room behind it dark. Next, you hear. You feel the wall for the light switch and flick it. And the game crashes. Well, alright. That's what happens. I'll need to do some testing with the modded section. It seems our world is doomed after all. We had a good run. But World of Horror is unfortunately kind of unstable when you add mods to it. Alas. Will we ever know what happens? I suppose you'll just have to see some of the other videos I've done on World of Horror to see what happens if we truly fight these abominations to the end. Oh well. I hope you all enjoyed. Please leave a like, a comment, or even subscribe. And next time, hopefully, I'll have all the mods stable. And if not, I'll simply get rid of them, and we can continue enjoying this incredible, creepy game. If you'd like to support the future of the channel, you can on Patreon in the description down below. But I hope you have enjoyed. This has been the World of Horror.